Welcome, Savvy Sagittarius. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I've got your March 24 horoscope. Firstly, we're going to look at the cards. I'll draw two cards as theme cards for the month, and then we'll have a look at your horoscope in depth. Let's go to the board right now. Here it is. It's amazing how often the cards actually work in with the horoscope. So closing my eyes, I like to have a little vision. There's a lot of green here that I can see, all shades of green. This suggests A, money, B, growth and development. But I get a feeling of, it's sort of mixed abundance with it. Abundance, curiosity, I want to say intelligence. So that's nice. Actually, I'm just noticing my green nails, of course, and money coming to you. That's what I'm getting. So I've got cards flying all over the place here, but the first card is for the first half of the month, the Queen of Cups. It's about your emotions, getting in touch with your emotions, living close to your emotions, being in touch with your subconscious. There could be a lot of intuition here. This is good news. This is somebody who is usually not only intuitive and emotional, but loving, caring, kind. She also takes a big picture view, and she still has her feet on the ground, even if they are in the water. And she's seated here on a seashell with a shell at the back as well for support. So the ocean, the source of all life, is bringing a very fluid sort of energy and a very creative sort of energy. So blue and green. Of course, the green, the growth that I already talked about in the little vision. And the second half of the month, what do I see? There's a big bird here in front of me looking down, and it's saying, take the big picture view. It's like it won't happen immediately, but it'll take time, but you'll get there. Take the big picture view. Don't get caught up in all the details and think of all the reasons why you can't do this or that. Details can be sorted as they come up. The card that comes out is, I'm going to go back, what's that one there? That one there. And it is the 10 of Cups. Green again. She's wearing this greeny jade skirt, all shades of green, and she's even got green in her top up the top there. Anyway, what this is about is home and hearth, and you'll see here in your horoscope that there's a lot going on in your 3rd, 4th and 5th houses down the bottom of your chart. It's an excellent time in March to stay close to home and to really get in touch, keep those home fires burning, so to speak, really get in touch with what's going on around the home. Children might be highlighted in some way, whether they be your own child or somebody else's children. And of course, even if you don't have children and there's no children around you, it could be your inner child. We all have an inner child. It's time to take care of your inner child now, whether that be through baking cakes, not too many, or having fun in some way, going out socializing, being curious, giving your inner child a bit of a hand to be creative. So sit there and allow your inner child to bring the creativity to the surface of your mind, and then you can act upon it and create something lovely. Bear those two cards in mind, and I'll make this bigger. You can see that there is a fair bit happening this month. Oh, I just mucked it all up, didn't I? So I'll put that like that, and hopefully you can see everything properly. All right, here's your horoscope. Now, there's no T-squares for you, as there is for other signs. So you don't have to worry about the first of the month being a little bit challenging, because that's not here for you. I've already mentioned that a lot of the activity is down here in the bottom of the chart, close to home. Excuse me. New moon is in Pisces on the 10th. That's here in your house of home and family, and there's a big party going on here, a lot of planetary energy in the home. And the new moon brings new beginnings. These might be to do with your creativity. Maybe you're thinking of knitting a jumper, maybe not in Australia, but you can knit summer tops. I have. It takes forever if you use a like 4-ply thread or yarn. But yeah, knit a top or make a top, do some sewing, do some cooking, do something creative around your home. that gives you a sense of fulfillment, crafts, arts and crafts. Wonderful. Then we have the lunar eclipse on the 25th in Libra up here, giving your life a bit of a shake-up regarding your connections and associates, your friends, and any groups that you may have joined. But it's also your hopes and dreams too. Could be a little bit turbulent here, but not the water. The water's not too turbulent. You can see the waves. Yes, there's a bit of an undertow or something going on underneath. The question to ask yourself regarding your connections is, are you doing things in a new way with regard to other people that you know, or are you falling back on your history or your experience and doing things the same old way that you've always done it? The lunar eclipse is going to be conjunct the South Node at some point, and the South Node is all about your history, and maybe it's time to update and look at new things you can do with friends rather than doing the same old, same old. We have Mercury going into Aries on the 9th of the month here, bringing a lot of communications and new ideas around the way that you socialise, around the way that you create. You may become interested in a new hobby. It's also to do with romance as well, perhaps as romantic communications happening. We have Neptune and Chiron and the North Node, and you'll see here Chiron and the North Node are conjunct 17 degrees, only 20 minutes apart from each other, so tight conjunction here. There could be a situation come up where an old emotional or spiritual wound is disturbed. However, there's also the opportunity to heal that wound once and for all, and this could be around romance or friendships, any way that you have fun or socialise, leisure and pleasure. Neptune's also here at 26 degrees, what is that, Pisces, and so no, not conjunct at all, and that's in your 4th house anyway by the look of it, of home and family. So no, the feature is on this wound, which is highlighted, and your karmic destiny in the future. It's like you're being called to heal yourself in some way here. We have the sun going into Aries on the 19th, bringing extra enlightenment and insight into a situation regarding these matters. We also have Venus going into Pisces on the 11th here, and this is beautiful. Venus is going with the flow, and it brings a very affectionate, warmth, polite, courteous, smooth flowing, beautiful, affectionate energy in your home and family, hence the Queen of Cups energy here. And Mars is also joining the party in Pisces on the 22nd here, bringing more energy, more vitality perhaps around the home. You could actually be thinking, with Venus and Mars here, you could really be thinking of redecorating your home, renovating, or even landscaping. Mars brings the energy for doing physical work, so he's a good one to have in your corner. However, he can be impatient and he gets angry too. He can argue. However, with Venus there, Venus also will smooth the rough edges off Mars somewhat, and there's in a spirit of compromise. You could get a lot of stuff done around the home that you've wanted to do for a very long time. The other things to note is that on Easter Sunday is the 31st of the month. It's about spiritual rebirth and renewal, not about religion. Doesn't matter what religion you are. If you have a religion, you may in fact not have a religion. However, the spiritual reality is the same for all people, and that is that there might have been some sort of sacrifice or significant transformation going on for some time, and now that's finishing or finished, and you're moving into a new paradigm of experience, and so it's a rebirth and renewal time. In the southern hemisphere here in Australia and New Zealand, we have the autumnal equinox on the 21st. It's a time of preparation and getting organised for winter, so you might want to bake, freeze things, prepare, get your cupboards cleaned out and all sorts of stuff around the home. And with all of this energy here in Pisces in the home, that's quite likely. If you are in the northern hemisphere, of course, it's not fall there, it is spring. And so it's about planting seeds, it's about preparing for the future harvest, which could be quite abundant if you plant your seeds and tend them, look after them properly. In both the northern and southern hemispheres, the energy is the same. It's all about balance, and it's the time when both the nighttime hours and the daytime hours are the same. So get that mix of being receptive to spiritual matters and also physical things, manifesting physical things. Get those things in balance together. So that's it, Savvy Sag. I hope this is useful for you. Thank you so much for joining me today and watching this. Leave a like and subscribe if you're not a member or you haven't subscribed already. I would really appreciate that. Mostly and importantly, have a fantastic month, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now.